Joining us now to review some of the headlines of today's newspapers from around the world is our Rice News analyst, Emmanuel Efeni. Good morning, Emmanuel.
Good morning, Ruben. Good morning, Rufa.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, let's start the review with this day, Nigeria's newspaper of record. The lead story: in the face of oil theft, CBN's RT200 initiative records $4.987 billion inflow. 81 billion naira disbursed as rebates to exporters, says Emefiele. Pledges improve forex supply to non-oil exporters. Yes, the Central Bank of Nigeria. It's RT200 raised to $200 billion from forex initiative, yielding fruits, as it were. Kudos to the CBN on that, but has that been able to address the forex situation in the country? Yes, the exporters need to be encouraged to do more, to bring in more non-oil inflows into the country. But for the NNPC, the oil theft is still an issue. If we can curb oil theft, of course, we'll have more inflows into the country. Now, the Business Day reporting also on foreign exchange. Nigeria in danger. Subsidy drain FX income. Yes, petrol subsidy and other major expenses being incurred by the federal government are taking a bite out of the country's declining foreign exchange earnings. Of course, Nigeria is in the middle of a serious crunch that has strained the foreign reserves, stifled value of the naira. Yes, the Business Day reporting on the other side, the situation with the naira at present, with the scarcity of foreign exchange. Now, let's look at the Guardian newspaper. Politics, yes. Tinubu lists terms to debate Obi as Arise insists on appearance. Yes, respect the constitution. Candidates must attend town hall meeting. Arise TV insists. No manifesto, no debate. Tinubu tells Obi Agbakoba presidential candidates must address illegitimacy of 1999 constitution. Level of vote buying alarming. INEC chairman laments. UK committed to transparent, credible electoral process in Nigeria. APC targets 5 billion naira donation with presidential crowdfunding app. Alleged identity theft. Apologize to Nigerians. Atiku Okowa campaign tells Tinubu. Now, December 4 is the next town hall meeting organized by Arise TV in collaboration with the Center for Democracy and Development. The frontrunners are billed to be on the podium that day for the town hall meeting, but the Tinubu campaign are now saying their principal will not attend. But one would have expected perhaps some genuine reasons. But now it has been narrowed down to Mr. Peter Obi. Festus Keyamo saying that unless Peter Obi, the Labour Party candidate, produces his manifesto, tell Nigerians what he has achieved, he achieved as governor of Anambra State, and also come out with his what he called democratic credentials. That is, in his own words, the people he has mentored over the years. But I think this looks like some joke coming from
Child's Play.
Festus Keyamo. He has singled out Obi. He has not talked about Atiku. And of course, there is Kwankwan. So there are other presidential candidates. Why is he zeroing in on Obi, using that as an excuse for his principal not to be part of the debate. But I'm sure the door is open for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu to override his spokesman and make appearance, because it's an opportunity for him to tell Nigerians what he wants to do. Blueprint, manifesto printed here and there. Nigerians want to hear from the presidential candidates. Of course, the town hall meeting for December 4 will deal with issues of education, amongst other issues. So we expect the Tinubu campaign to get back to Arise TV and other organizers of the town hall meeting, instead of parading excuses that don't make sense or hold water as it may be. Now, let's look at other stories. The New Telegraph newspaper, Atiku's presidency violates power-sharing arrangement. Afenifere backs G5 governors on Ayu. That's Afenifere, they're making that statement. Of course, because of the arrangement, of course, the PDP arranged even its own party arrangement. Power should rotate between the north and south. And that arrangement, many Nigerians believe, irrespective of political party, that haven't had a northern president for 8 years. The next president should come from the south. Afenifere reinforcing that argument. But the political parties have picked their candidates, and Nigerians will go and pick their choice come February next year. Now, the Daily Sun newspaper, no amount of attacks will stop credible elections. INEC is reassuring. Commission chair says machinery in place to replace bond facilities. We should not just be talking of replacement now. We expect the security agencies, the IG, who made a promise that INEC facilities will be secured nationwide, must ensure that his men are on ground, so that we don't have this recurring decimal of hoodlums, people who don't mean well for this country, going around destroying, burning INEC facilities. And in another breath, of course, the INEC chairman also lamented the issue of vote buying. INEC also need to help the situation. Their cubicle, the way it is placed, where a voter can raise up his voting, his ballot paper to viewing party agents afar, is unacceptable. They must also do their part to make it difficult for those who buy votes, who want to buy votes, to just waste their money, while the voters can also vote their conscience. Now, the Daily Independent newspaper, Russia-Ukraine war compounding Boko Haram crisis, according to President Muhammadu Buhari, says despite successes by troops, terrorist threats still persist. That is the president speaking. Military action alone cannot win the war against terrorism. Yes, according to President Muhammadu Buhari, weapons also flowing from the Russia-Ukraine war into the West African sub-region, fueling, aiding the Boko Haram insurgents who are still active. Now, below the photograph in Daily Independent, we won't be cowed by arsonists on democratic elements. INEC restating, says commission determined to make 2023 polls best ever. We hope that will just be the case. Now, the Punch newspaper, import duty controversy. Private jet owners sue government over 30 billion naira tax. 17 business moguls, banks, others move to stop government from grounding luxury jets. Aircraft owners sue government with foreign registered firms. Trustees insist payment illegal. NCAA customs await court papers. Abuja court plan to set here indeed forsooth. Yes, those who fly luxury jets have to pay some tax. The government is insisting, but they seem to be looking for a loophole to escape paying the tax. Now, the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, Ogun, Oyo, deploy drones to tackle kidnappers. Now, the foreign newspapers quickly, the Times of London, and this story is also reported in the Guardian of London. Dementia drugs slows decline. Results show fortnightly drip reverses changes. Yes, this should be good news to millions who are suffering from Alzheimer's disease, which of course which affects the brain of sufferers. According to the result from the tests of these drugs, lecanemab, of course the trial result shows that confirmed that when delivered fortnightly intravenously, of course it slows down the memory decline by as much as 27% within 18 months. So this is some good news. Ruben and Rufai.
I mean, some cherry news. If we had time, I wanted to comment about the Arise debate. Please, I'd like to encourage every candidate out there, you must attend the Arise debate. And the candidates that have not released their manifesto, they too must release their manifesto. Okay, because
the breakthrough with Alzheimer's disease, from which about 30 million people worldwide are suffering, is really a major breakthrough. The report was published in the New England Journal of Medicine yesterday, and then reported in the papers today. So, I mean, major breakthrough on the part of Biogen in the US and ASA in Japan. These two, companies collaborated. And it's given a lot of persons, suffering from Alzheimer's disease or dementia, as it is called, a lot of hope. For now, we're told 27%, reduction in, mental decline, brain decline. But it could even be better than that.
Yes.
It could lead to maybe a cure for that disease. And this is the thing about science. Researchers, scientists continue to push the frontier for the good of humanity. Well, thank you very much, Emmanuel.